What's up everyone, it's McKeown back again with another Quick Tip Tuesday. Today we're going to discuss financial tips for millennials. So the first thing that I'm going to cover, I think, is probably the most difficult for millennials to live by, is live within your means. Now, all of us know what that means, meaning if you make $50,000 a year, you're not going to be able to be very well financially if you're spending $50,000 a year. If you're making $50,000 a year, you should be really spending 40 to 45 of it, or maybe even less, and putting the rest, whether it be in retirement, savings, or some other kind of investment opportunity. You should not, and I absolutely mean this, you should not be spending all of the money that you're earning every single year, because you honestly are going to continue to spin tires and get nowhere financially. With that being said, it actually leads me to my next tip, and that is investing in your retirement. To be completely honest with you guys, I got into real estate at 27, and I think to be honest with you, I had little to no retirement. I maybe had a year of investing into some kind of investment account as a teacher. It was very minimal, maybe $3,000 or $4,000 that first year of teaching. I invested it in it again my second year of teaching, and I think that money's still sitting there doing not much of anything. But since I got my real estate license, built my real estate company, I've now invested into my personal brokerage account. I also have a SEP IRA and a Roth IRA that are all going to continue to increase every single year. Now, all of these are retirement accounts that I'm investing in now and will continue to invest in annually. So by the time I do retire, I'm gonna have a substantial amount of money invested that if I don't want to work, I'm not gonna have to. Now, the next thing I think is something that not a lot of millennials have, and that is an emergency fund. So if we go back to when I was just teaching, making $3,700 a month, there was very little money for me to be able to put aside. I also wasn't so much hustling like I am now to be able to do, Uber on the side or rent out my car on the side and make additional income to where I could put money aside to have an emergency fund. This is probably the biggest issue for people, is when, hey, I had 2 tires just burn out on my car, I have to replace them, I don't have any money. So I'm gonna go charge my credit card that's at a 25% interest rate and spend the next year trying to pay that off, when in reality, if you had an emergency fund, you'd save so much money being able to dip into that a little bit to replace those 2 tires rather than paying 25% interest rate on a credit card. Now, caveat here, I am absolutely pro credit cards as long as you know how to handle them and as long as you pay them off every single month. I'll actually have a video coming out soon strictly on credit cards. I have close to 1 million points on 2 of my Chase, and it's actually gonna allow me to travel honestly internationally when I start to travel internationally again for free, first class, for many trips with those points that I've accrued. But at the end of the day, if you're using credit cards and never actually paying them off, or you're allowing them to continue to increase and you're just paying massive credit card debt, that's when credit cards are not good. And my last financial tip for you guys is a little bit abstract when it comes to just financials. If you're thinking about financial advice, you're probably listening to me to tell you to do something with your money, right? But this is gonna be a little bit different, and that is to pursue your passion. I was fortunate enough to honestly trip and fall into real estate and find my passion here. I wake up every single day honestly more excited for Mondays than I am excited for my weekend or Fridays, because I absolutely love what I do. And when you love what you do, it honestly is cliche to say, but it's really not work at the end of the day. I go to work every single day, or what I call work, and enjoy every waking minute of it. Now, it is a struggle for a lot of people. They get stuck in a rut and they get comfortable where they're at, even though they're not happy. I suggest that you guys definitely put yourself out there. Try to find something that is absolutely your passion, and when and if you do, it's gonna be absolutely game-changing, especially for your finances. Thanks again for watching, guys. Make sure to stay tuned. Later this week, I'm putting out my 2nd-part series of my income streams that I posted last week. I'm gonna go into detail just how much money every single month I'm able to make from my 13 streams of income. Make sure to like and subscribe. It really does help, and stay tuned for the next video.